Motivation is hard. It's something that I've been struggling with lately, and I was thinking of this because of a recent discussion in a group chat. And I think from time to time, a lot of artists have the issue. I mean, I certainly do, and it's become more and more of a concern over time. When you have work and people and your own problematic self to deal with, having the motivation to draw is hard to come by. Sometimes I do daydream things that I like to draw, but by the time I get home at night, I just don't have the energy to do it. I instead just want to veg out, watch some YouTube, and curl up to sleep. That's what I do all the time. But other times, I don't even have the excitement to draw at all. And it's really hard to explain because honestly, drawing has been pretty much a lifelong hobby of mine. But there's a certain extent of burnout that I feel. I don't have as much time or drive to constantly churn out pieces all the time, and so when I do put out a lot of art, I just get so exhausted. In order to combat that, I try to focus myself on doing less but better. Quality over quantity. But of course, there are also times when I just feel like total crap. Like my art just isn't going anywhere and I just see all the flaws in it. And yeah, in the back of my mind, I've always known various weaknesses in my art. For example, stiffness, posing, composition, anatomy, perspective, the general unwillingness to get out of my comfort zone to do something more extraordinary. And sometimes, though to a lesser extent, I just feel that my art and my art base and everything is just dying and no one cares about it, and sometimes not even me, which is kind of scary. So, how do you get over this feeling of worthlessness? Like, I try sometimes, and things just don't come out the way I want, or this is just not what I have in my vision as the concept of what I want my art to be. And by concept, I don't mean like a particular subject for a piece, but the overall feel, the themes, kind of colors, the way I want it to look, kind of concept. But even worse, sometimes I just hate that I don't care. The fact that I'm being so complacent. How much I have slipped since my heyday of constantly practicing and enjoying drawing a bunch of stuff and getting to talk with a lot of art friends, which I don't do as much nowadays either. And yeah, it's really hard. And sometimes, to help with that, I just end up taking a break. Giving my mind, my emotions, my hands a break from doing all of that to keep myself off of the negativity. Sometimes it helps to refresh my imaginations and see new things in the world. But if I don't take a break, other times what I like to do is give myself a kick to wake myself up to the fact that there's always improvement to look forward to. I do redraws of old pieces, and believe me, it hurts me to see them because those colors, that anatomy. But it's also therapeutic to see that no matter how much I think I suck right now, I'm better than I was 5 years ago, and I should expect to improve as long as I continue doing what I am doing. And it gives me a chance to reflect because I can compare the two and see what specific things I got better at and what specific things I want to continue working at. And that's really cool. I've gotten more comfortable with color choices. I found balance between the eye bleach brights and the dull realistic tones, which are nice, but I like things to be colorful. And yeah, I have a little bit of same face syndrome, but I've gotten more defined with the facial features. For example, I no longer just delegate a dot or line to be the nose. I actually go in there and try to make a nose that fits the style. So doing this has allowed me for a better mesh for what I want in a painted style. And speaking of painted styles, I found that line art just doesn't work well for me, over the years. It's great it would be nice if I could practice that more, but I, in general, have discovered I prefer a painted approach. I like the texture of it, I like the look. I still have to develop it more, but it's getting nicer over time. And also backgrounds, I figured that I don't even have to be very complicated with it to look good either. It can take very little effort to spruce up a piece just that little bit. And so I guess in the end, it's not really a race to get anywhere. I still find it enjoyable to see the process and remember all the time and struggles and pleasures from some of the artworks that I've done. And it's really a journey to get where I am today. I'm not the best, and I'm not really famous or anything, but it's alright. I get to draw dumb things and share it from time to time with people, and that's fun. And, recently I've also started getting more into talking with other people who are into art, so it's nice to be able to communicate my thoughts and get feedback and give other people feedback and get inspired from all my other art friends. So yeah, there's not really a purpose to this audio, this little talk here, but I think it's nice to be able to voice my thoughts every once in a while, because I don't always do that.